You're watching the Orange County Crosstalk Show with Alex.
Although most days we had kebab. So, and I did enjoy the food a great deal. I think there's, is it Zeresh polo?
Okay.
Is that?
So yeah, it's correct. Zeresh polo.
Yeah,
that's
sort of,
like white berries with rice.
That's right.
Yeah,
that was one of my favorites. So
you like that? Huh?
So the food was very good all around the place, and we were treated to as much food as we would ever need. The portion sizes really reminded me of America, which is surprising. And so we didn't have any problem with food, and we had a great hospitality wherever we went. And so,
you know, our next segment I want to show to our audience is talking to the young Iranian kids, or I would say students.
Yes.
So let's see if we can show the video, and then I would like to ask your reaction about that.
Please do.
See if we are ready to go for that.
Come to Iran, see the reality. Reality is in the library that a man see the other American man and talk to her, and then after that they go for cups of tea. Reality is in the heart of people, not in CNN or BBC or the other mass media.
I want to tell all of the American people that Iran is safe for all of them, because we all are friends, we all are brothers, and we are one.
Interesting and emotional message.
It is.
Can you elaborate on that, please?
Yes, and firstly, the people that I met there, certainly the first guy, I met him in the library of Isfahan, where he was so pleased.
Would you tell us, our audience, what is Isfahan? Where is Isfahan? What is
yes. Isfahan is a
the
little
largest city, one of the largest.
It is the second largest city, a beautiful city. And the guy there, I met him in the library. I still keep in contact with him. And he teaches English. He's a young guy, 23 years old.
He looks like I thought he was American.
Yeah, that's right. He does speak. He'll be glad to hear that you think he's American. But he was so pleased to find Americans there. Now, I think everyone in this audience can figure out I'm not American. But he didn't. And part of my story was to see what would happen if Americans were overt in Iran. So I didn't hide the fact I live in America. So when he heard that I was American, he rushed over to me and said, "I'm so glad you're American. I'm so glad you're American, and you're not one of those British people because they're so boring."
So you were not expecting such a enthusiasm from the audience, your audience.
Not at all.
That was interesting.
Not at all.
That was
and I'll even give his name, Hamed. He's allowed me to say his name. He's not afraid for his life or anything by being on these shows. And his message was very simple indeed, as was the other two ladies that you saw, young girls who are students. The girl who was talking, she is a student of Shiraz University, which is, I believe, where you...
at that time it was called Pahlavi University. That was one of the nicest university. In fact, it was has association with Pennsylvania University.
Yes. And in fact, their telescope that they have there, which is the biggest telescope in the world, in Iran, the Biruni Observatory that we saw, was where I was when I took that video with her, and she's studying nuclear physics. So
here's the video we are looking at. Where is this place?
Yeah, so this is where we actually did the Venus transit, which was just north of the small town
by
of
the Cyrus the Great, Tom.
That's right. And you can see here, this reminds anyone in the astronomy community here would know that this looks like a public star party, except it's during the day. We're looking at the sun, and this is Mike Simmons pointing his telescope, and these are other members of the public there that came along, students and other young people that just had a real passion for what was going on. You can see they're very happy about what they're seeing there. They're pointing at the disk of the sun there and showing where Venus is
Mike
seen.
Again, yes.
And this is the moment where we see it. And
that was around what time was that? When you saw that?
In the morning.
In the morning.
We got there set up around 6 a.m. and the transit started at 9:40.
So were you camping there out there in that area?
No, we stayed nearby.
Okay.
We were in some facility that was an agricultural college. We were actually staying in boarding rooms.
So you have to have a special eyewear to see this?
You do, yes. For anyone at home, never look at the sun directly. And in this case, we have very special filters that make it safe for viewing.
To look at.
And this, again, just shows you some of the care that the amateur astronomers were taking. She was drawing pictures of the Venus transit every 10 minutes. Everyone was just so really interested in what was going on.
Yes,
and you can see lots of happy faces around there, and it was just a wonderful, wonderful experience.
Yeah, I think you captured very interesting videos. I can see the clips that really conveying the message and showing what was going on. And I was, you know, you were saying somebody was trying to translate something and teach them American, some
that's right.
Farsi, how to say, I want tea, I want this and that.
Yes.
Would you tell us, our audience?
This was just one of those experiences that really brought home the message of the Iranian people to all of us that were there. You may have seen in the previous clip, there was a point where there were lots of young women around one of the more handsome looking guys in our group, and they were teaching him how to say in Farsi, or Persian as we would say, they were teaching him how to ask for water, how to ask for tea, and how to ask for food. And he said, I'm so pleased you've taught me these things, because you've taught me the most important things that we need to live. And the young girl who was translating for everyone and could speak good English, she said, oh, no, no, no. That's not the most important thing in life. The most important thing in life is education. And then she translated that for everybody else. And then at that point, they were all clapping. Everyone agreed with her. And I've got to tell you that when we realized what had gone on, I don't think anyone had a dry eye, because it was just one of those tiny connections that you know is not faked. There's no way that that was just you know, prepared beforehand. It was totally authentic. And I think that's a message to everyone about what's at the heart of the Iranian people.
Education.
You're watching the Orange County Crosstalk Show with Alex.